Hi, in, sir. Excellent moment for everyone of us to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on our time zone. It is the Global Clusters again, and this is Tuesday, and we are having our humanity evolution today. We are saying instead of end SARS evolution, instead of end bad governance, instead of take it back and other revolution and protests that have never given us any benefit in our society, community, and the nation at large, we are calling ourselves, according to the founder of the Global Clusters, Ambassador Dr. Adikme Badmos, we are saying, come, let us do humanity revolution, where we treat ourselves not based on religion, not based on color, tribe, or race, but for the fact that we are all human. We are here today, and we are so glad to have the 002 Humanity Revolution in the building, in person of Chaplain Dr. James Mercy Obasunbi. So thank you so very much. We greet everyone on YouTube, streaming with us on Facebook. Thank you on X, on Instagram, and on LinkedIn. Thanks so very much. And of course, today is going to be an exciting one, as always, in our humanity evolution today. As our custom is, it's important that we hear the humanity evolution video promo before we kick off. Host, kindly share the video of humanity evolution as we proceed. Thank you.
Imagine a world bathed in the soft glow of kindness. Picture a bustling marketplace in Marrakesh, where a vendor offers a warm smile and a kind word to a weary traveler. See a young girl in Tokyo offering her seat on the train to an elderly woman, their eyes meeting in a moment of shared humanity. In a small village in the Andes Mountains, neighbors gather to help a family rebuild after a storm, their shared laughter echoing through the valley. These are not isolated acts of charity. They are threads in a vibrant tapestry of compassion that is being woven across the globe. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a larger movement, a revolution of the heart. This is the humanity revolution. The humanity revolution is not a political movement, nor is it defined by any one religion or ideology. It is a universal calling, an awakening to the interconnectedness of all beings. It is a recognition that we are all part of something larger than ourselves, and that our actions have a ripple effect on the world around us. This revolution is fueled by compassion, the ability to understand and share in the suffering of others. It is driven by empathy, the capacity to step into another person's shoes and see the world through their eyes. And it is sustained by respect, a deep appreciation for the inherent worth and dignity of every human being. The impact of compassion is not merely anecdotal, it is deeply rooted in our biology and woven into the fabric of our communities. Studies have shown that acts of kindness release oxytocin, a hormone that promotes feelings of trust, connection, and well-being. When we are kind to others, we are also kind to ourselves. There are countless examples of how compassion and empathy have transformed lives and communities. In Rwanda, survivors of the genocide have come together to rebuild their shattered nation, offering forgiveness and understanding in the face of unimaginable pain. In the aftermath of natural disasters, we see ordinary people performing extraordinary acts of courage and selflessness, putting the needs of others before their own. The humanity revolution is not a spectator sport. It requires each of us to step onto the playing field of life and engage in acts of compassion, empathy, and respect. It challenges us to move beyond our comfort zones, to reach out to those who are different from us, and to extend a hand of friendship to those in need. Start small, smile at a stranger, listen with an open heart, offer a helping hand. These simple acts of kindness may seem insignificant, but they are the building blocks of a more compassionate and just world. Visit theglobalclusters.org to connect with others who are answering the call to action. Together, let us create a world where humanity thrives.
Together, let us create a world where humanity thrives, not just by color, not just by tribe, not just by ethnic, not just by clansmen, not just by kinsmen, not just by religion, but because we are all human. With this, it is of no doubt that we are going to have a beautiful, peaceful, and growth in our community, society, in our state, in our nation, in our continent, and of course, all over the world. Thank you so very much, Sir Chaplain James. Good to have you. Sir, over to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Moderator, Oluwa Sheyi Odusagun. It's a pleasure coming here again. This is Chaplain Dr. James Mercy Obatumibi, the Chief Executive Officer for World Humanitarian Organization for Peace and Equity, and also the O2 for Humanity Revolution in the Global Cluster. I want to thank the President of the Global Cluster for this opportunity given to me again to talk at this platform and to reach out to humanity across the globe, because this humanity revolution is all about humanity. It's all about oneness. It's all about having the right information, having the right opportunities to things that we need in our lives. Is also an opportunity for connections. When we meet ourselves in one way or the other, we're able to connect with ourselves and we're able to move on in life. So today is going to be another special day, and it's going to be a unique one indeed, which we're also going to interact together and see how life goes. Today is another topic which we have to debate on. It's all about equity, equality, and what we call reality. So what do we understand by all this? Because there should be a clear difference between what we call reality from what we call equality. So before we go to equity, this all have to do with humanity. And this is what we need to know. To start with, I would like Mr. Luce, please, I want you to start with the second picture, the number 2. If you can share that now, we'll go ahead with that. I want to start with this illustration, this picture, to show us that it's talking about reality. This is number 3. Yes, this is number 2. Thank you. We can see here reality. We can see reality here. In life, this what we are showing here is all about the existence of human being, humanity. So we'll start from this reality. This is reality in life. And this has to do with class. We have class of people. You see this, will I call it stool? Will I call it box? Or whatever we want to call it. We have someone who has multiple, and if I will repeat, I will say it again, multiple opportunities and chances in life. So it makes such a person taller, giant, spread, grow than every other person, as you can see it in this picture. You can see how tall, how giant, how long is to other people beside or behind him, to the extent that we didn't even see his face. All we see is the leg, the foot, and the tip of the trousers is wearing. That's all we can say. So we cannot even identify who the person is, or say or talk about the age. And this is reality. We have the class of people like that. All they know is to acquire things for themselves without considering the neighbors or people living around them, or family members or colleagues or friends who they have school or done whatever they have to do together. So this picture is telling us about reality. And we have somebody behind that was able to manage to view what they all need to see. As you can see the sports arena there. They all need to see it, but someone have greater opportunity, access to see more than everyone else. And we have somebody behind or beside who was able to manage to see things for himself. While we have the other person who was unable to see anything, he didn't have the opportunity, he didn't have the connection, he didn't have the information. Because we have told you that all about this humanity revolution or global cluster is all about information. Who can remind me the others? Information, next.
Knowledge, and connection.
Accurate knowledge, accurate information, and what?
It's accurate connection.
Accurate connection. This short man we see here is deprived of accurate knowledge, accurate information, accurate connection. If we was able to connect with this man that had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that have about 8 boxes here, you know, maybe that one might have even given him 1 or 2 at least for him to come up a bit. But there was no chance, no opportunity for such. That is why we talk about having accurate connection, accurate. If we was able to get accurate information, it will know somebody that knows the man. As you can see, nobody can see him. This is the reality about life. Oh. Nobody can see him. If you get to his house, maximum security, you are unable to see him. Passing on the road, maximum security, as to escort him, you are unable to see him. So if there's no accurate information, you might not know the right person to meet that can lead you to him. Accurate knowledge about how to go about it. Then the connection, you are unable to connect with him. So we have people like that in life that they might not be able to grow, to go to anywhere, to develop. So that is why we're having this global cluster and the humanity revolution, so that we can have ourselves, we can back ourselves, we can support ourselves, we can encourage ourselves, we can give accurate knowledge, accurate information to ourselves, so that we can have accurate connection that will take us to where we're supposed to be. So let me quickly move from reality. We can all see the reality, right? Let me quickly move to equality. So when we talk about equality, this is what we can see. To have equal resources and equal opportunity. Equal resources and equal opportunity. That is not the end of the road in life. If we talk about equality, it's not the end of the road. Some people might not even benefit from all this equality we talk about. As you can see in this picture, this man that did not have anything at all, that was given one of those boxes. As you can see, despite the fact they had equal resources and equal opportunity, yet he was unable to view what he's supposed to view. He was unable to view. So in this aspect, equality do not work. Because we see some people agitating, fighting for equality, gender equality, this equality. As you can see, equality has limitation. Equality has limitation because some people might not even benefit from whatever we call equality. Someone that has enough chances, resources, opportunities, they were still sharing the same resources with somebody who do not have at all. So for those who do not have at all, it might not work. It might not go well. So let me now compare with equity. Equity is what you have just seen here. To be fair in life. Equity simply means for someone to be fair in life. Justice. Equity means justice. Equity means to be fair. You will not look at things you call equality. So how do we go about it? You know that somebody is in their need of something than you do. That humanity spirit demands that you give that thing to somebody who needs it more than you. Do not forget, this program is all about humanity revolution. If we can have this mind, it will really help us. So let me put it straight, equity and equality, the main difference. So when we have to relate them, they are distinct concepts. So equality means everyone receives the same resources and opportunity in life. Whereas equity encourages that people have different needs and circumstances and aims to provide tailored support to ensure everyone has fair chance at success. I don't know if I should repeat that. When we talk about equality, it's all about having the same thing, opportunity, the same resources. But when we talk about equity, recognizes that we have different needs, different circumstances, so that we can provide a tailored support to that person in need, so that we can all achieve a fair chance to success, so we can both have success in life. This is reality of what we have seen here. This is reality of equity. This is reality of equality. So there are huge difference when we talk about equality, when we talk about equity, when we talk about reality. Moderator, please, can you take this off? Because in life, we have people who do not consider others. No. All they do is to have more and more of what they have. And they will not consider others. That is not good spirit for humanity. I will say again, let's say, for instance, we have 3 friends from different locations. Another illustration, let's say we have friends. One is from Oshodi, another friend from Songo, and we have another friend from Ondo State. And they both work in a company, which the company pay them as agreed. The company pays each of them 50,000 naira each, for example. 50,000 naira each. And they are good friends. So at the end of the day, they meet together again and ask themselves, how much were you giving? That's 50,000 naira. You, how much were you giving? 50,000 naira. You, how much were you giving? Oh, 50,000 naira. That's good. That is equality. They have given them the equal fee so they can go their way. But if the company will do well, the company will ask somebody that comes from Ondo State, maybe Akure or whereabout, that needs to travel far. Equity demands that the company will cost such a person, because it comes from a very far distance, at least to add additional money for him, or the so-called friends will say, because we are going far, like somebody going to Oshodi, you don't need 50,000 to take you to Oshodi. If they are good friends, as humanity demands, he might say, okay, let me give you 10,000 to be added to your fee because you are going far distance. You will not say because they paid us equally, yes, it's equal. Then they go their way. There's no fairness. There's no justice. This goes to every one of us. You are a boss, employer, and you have people you have employed. If you put equity in place, people will enjoy you more to work with you, rather than placing the equity, the equality, and say, yes, give them 2,000 naira each. 2,000 naira with somebody that came from Ondo State and is returning to Ondo State. Will that 2,000 naira be okay? So we have to consider our brethren. We have to consider our brother man. We have to consider their condition, their situation. So we have to consider that needs, the circumstances around the individual. So we're able to tailor the support we want to render, to please, to help that humanity, that human being, that woman, that man that we want to help. So this will give a kind of sense of human and blessing to them, so they were able to go a long way. Please, can we have the slide for number 3? The moderator. Let me quickly talk about this. Here we have additional liberation. We've talked about reality, and truly, this is all about reality. You have some people, they don't care about others. All they care is about themselves. Even if you are falling and rising beside them, they don't have your time. What they could give you, oh, sorry, how are you? They give you 1,000 naira. You came with a problem of 50,000, and they give you 1,000 naira to do what? And because they say it is 1,000 naira for everybody, we move to equality. Equity now say, okay, you need this. Oh, and I have this at home. What can I support you with? Then you give out to help that person to be able to achieve what they want to achieve. If it is clothes, you need to give to that person to able to participate in one program or the other, to be able to come up a bit. If it is shoe, if it is clothes, if it is car, oh, I will lift you with my car. You can go with my car, so we'll be there earlier, or you two can come for that program. We need to understand the needs of our fellow friends, so that we're able to provide equity. The most beautiful thing is liberation. When there's no barricade, when there's no barricade, when there's no hindrance, when there's no obstacle before you. In some workplace, there's restriction. In some workplace, there's no liberty, there's no liberation. Even in some ministries from religious setting as well, there's nothing as beautiful as liberation. For one to be liberated from any suffering or any problem or any needs. Equity is when we want to carry everybody along and we'll be on the same page. But liberation, when you see the greater help that can take you away from that poverty, that can take you away from that needs, that can take you away from that circumstance, the situation you have just find yourself. This is all about life. If we want to really help ourselves, let's work more on what will liberate one from the problem, from the situation, the circumstances he or she is facing. It is then we are setting such person free, liberating such a person. There's nothing as good as liberation, to liberate ourselves. And how do we go about it? It might be accurate information to liberate such a person. It might be accurate knowledge about what he is doing or what she's doing or what about to do or what he has planned to do. And accurate connections. Accurate connections. If you want to help anyone and you have a connection, why can't you give to liberate the person from the situation he or she is facing? There's nothing as beautiful as that. To liberate one from the circumstances, the situation is facing, so that he will not be coming back again begging for urgent 2K. So they will not be coming again begging for 5,000 naira, begging for 50,000 naira, begging for something or one way or the other. So if we want to help ourselves, this is how to go about it. We need to move away from the reality. As we can see in this poster, just doing things on your own as you like, don't want to care about that. That is the reality. That's what is happening in the world. We need to move beyond equality. Maybe you have your own. Maybe they give you maybe they give you your own. No. If you need to help, you need to help, irrespective of what such person has or have. Then we need to adapt equity so that we can be fair to ourselves, so that we can uplift ourselves, so that we can change situations and make things work for us. And we can also go beyond equity to give right connection, information to people so that we can liberate them from the situation they are, from the circumstances that surrounds them, and to totally set them free. I know such person will never forget you in life. Such person will never forget you. So let's develop how we can work on liberation to liberate people. If you need to call them, to counsel them, do. It's part of liberation process. If you now need to give them accurate information, this is how to go about this. Please do, to promote this liberation. If you need to give accurate knowledge about what he or she is about to do or what to do, is the process to liberation. Then if you now give the accurate connection to where he can meet his or her destiny helper or somebody who is going to change his life for better. Is also the process to liberation. This is what I have for us today. I want all of us to also participate. So we'll move further from there. Please, we can take this off so that we can be of greater help to ourselves. We are God sent to ourselves. And there's no way to go about it than giving the right information, right connection, right knowledge, so that we can save ourselves from any circumstances or situations we have found ourselves. So thank you, the moderator. Let's listen to participant for today. If there's any questions, so we see how we can move it forward from there. So thank you for having me once again. And thank you to the global president of the global cluster. So thank you so much. Let's move ahead, please. There
Wow,
are questions.
wow, wow. Sir, we are so blessed today. What you delivered is top notch. In fact, there's no institution that can give anyone this for free. I've had opportunities to be in school, and nobody taught me this. But this is what can make us develop. This is what is making nations grow. And we really appreciate all you have said. I, as a person, what have I learned? I've learned a great deal. In this short minute, it has been awesome. Now let me just break mine when then I guide others in. Sir, I am an educator, I am a teacher, and I teach younger generations. Now, what I've learned now, I have my periods to be in the class for the 40 minutes or 80 minutes double period. Now, what equality is saying, I'll just go to class, do my dealings. I don't care about maybe the fast learners or those that try. I don't care. I just go to class, deliver my message. There are 40 minutes, 80 minutes, and I get out. But now I am learning now that I have to take into consideration the uniqueness of my learners. Not everybody is the same. You understand? So I won't just teach everybody the same way. I won't pass information like that. So now with this I've learned now and others also, talking about equity, I have to now take into consideration because, of course, there's reality too. I was raised in the world of reality. Let me mention is what I meant, sir. In my own days, teacher will come to class. Oh, I need I'm a tabaco a cousin away. That's the reality. The survivor for the fittest during my own days. Survivor for the fittest. The child will just come. If you pass, it's your own. If you don't pass, that's your problem. Now we now evolve into okay. Now we have to go there or teach everybody, and that's talking about equity. Now, for equity now, equality say just go there, do whatever. Equity now saying, okay, for fairness, you understand? You take into consideration those learners that are not fast in catching up. You take your time. You understand? You take your time, you teach them, you take it slow, you understand their uniqueness, you don't take them fast the way you do. I've learned that right now. I'm gonna be doing that in everything that I do. I take time. Okay, do you get this? If it's for me to repeat for them, I should not tell a child that you are not fast. You coconut hair, you don't even know anything. It's not the fault of that child. So equity say, okay, take it slow with this one. Now leave down liberation. That's liberty. This one, no walls. Everybody now liberation after talking about I now need to pair everybody. Those are brilliant. I pair them with everybody now the same. You that are brilliant now, come teach your friend. Let your friend understand also. Everybody, I don't just pursue I want to finish my work and go. No. Now everybody is now moving at the same pace. And liberation generally now, outside of my own job in the real sense, the global cluster is here. All we need, instead of me giving someone There are some people, sir. What you said is true. I really appreciate, and you have done a lot. You have given us so much in this little time. It's just loaded. We have some people in the society that they want you to depend on them. They have the link, they have the information, they have the connection that will make you fly. I don't know, maybe they are scared that if they give you, you'll be more than them. I don't know. Maybe they think maybe you'll be bigger than them, you will blow, and maybe that's why they just want to be giving the scrub. Instead of them making you a fisherman, that a fisherman, they prefer to be giving you that fish so you can come back to the that is rampant in the society. And until we change this ideology to be it's just be going round and round for us to liberate and for us to be free and for us to develop. So, and also that is why we are telling everyone liberation is about empowerment. And we talk about empowerment, it's not just about material things. Here is the global clusters where we have the knowledge. You just need the knowledge, you just need training. It is the knowledge and information that you have that will make you meet the right people. Then you have value, they can connect you. How can they connect you if you don't have any value to deliver? If you don't have anything to deliver? If I should meet the president today, what will I deliver? What will I be my ideas? What will be that thing that will make me stand out? Am I going to say, sir, give me money? Am I going to be that what I need is just no? You understand? So liberation is about empowerment, giving everyone the right, and that is why we are. This is, in fact, liberation is the global clusters, and you have actually nailed it in the head, and we really appreciate what you have done. Thank you so very much, Doctor. We appreciate what you have delivered today. It's a blessing for us. Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Concerning the education aspect, as a teacher, let me quickly add this. Um, you know, in school, we may have some people who will donate pen or writing materials, books. Equality says share 1-1 or
Yeah,
2-2. That is equality.
yeah, yeah.
So equity demands you to look for children who are not having books,
Hmm.
to give them more than 2.
Hmm.
Because there are some that their parents have even bought their own before they start. They still have more at home. If this one finish, they can go home and take more. You know
Very,
them.
very true, sir.
So
Very
you
true.
as a teacher, you will put in consideration those
Hmm.
who could not afford exercise book.
Hmm.
They have to divide one exercise book into 3:
Yeah,
maths,
we have
English,
them.
and economics.
We have them.
So
We
if you
have
have
them.
such opportunity, equity demands that you give such child more. If
Hmm.
others have 2-2, give her or give him 3 or 4.
Hmm. Hmm.
When they give food or anything for birthday, they bring it to school.
Mm-hmm.
There are some children that have not eaten from home,
Yeah.
looking
True.
dull, looking sicky in school. And there's a carton of biscuits you have shared and it remain. Instead of a teacher to take it home, say it's his own, the teacher will look for children who have been struggling to eat or they do not have food, they didn't bring food to school. So instead of giving them 1-1, you can give those children 2 or 3. That is equity. So you're also making impact into their lives, considering their situation, considering their conditions. I don't know if you understand. So there are many more to learn about that. So thank you so much. Let's give others opportunity to talk if they
Thank
have
you so
any
much, sir.
questions. Additional thing. Thank
Definitely.
you.
Definitely. Thank you. Okay, let's have you, sir. Yeah, Cluster Olufumilai Bakare, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bravo, bravo, bravo. I want to thank the Almighty God for this opportunity again because it's been long I joined. But today, God helped me really, really to join this. How can I even describe to this teaching? It's beyond imagination because the way you break everything down, kudos once again. But the truth is that life itself is a life of reality, like you have said. I came from a very poor background,
Hmm.
but my parents are not poor when it comes to brain.
Hmm.
But financially, we are very, very, very poor.
Hmm.
But if you remember those days, that was what we call Aro. There are some people who have the strength to cultivate wide variety of products or crops or land. And some, they have the land, but they cannot afford, to do anything. So they now call it Aro among them. Look, when I help Mr. A and Mr. B, you go to Mr. C. Mr. C, ABC, you go to Mr. D. Mr. ABC, you go to Mr. E. They work together around the clock until everybody have something to plant for that season. That is liberation in the olden days. But the truth must be told. For equity and liberation to come on board, individual have to discipline yourself that kí ni mo fẹ́ mú wáyé, kí ni mo fẹ́ mú padà lọ́nà. If you can have that in mind, I tell you, the world will be a better place to stay. I tell you, it will be a better place to stay. And that is exactly what Global Cluster is all about. Mr. James, let me tell you, what you gave today, if you are to give it monetarily, I am sure that I will not pay less than 3 to 500,000 for this conference. I've been going to conferences now. I've been paying money. Well, you don't even get the value of what you are getting. One man when come print you come call in a tablet, in a table form. You now go and read it on your own. But on this platform, everything was broken down such that even primary school students will understand it. So I'm happy to be in this platform. I am happy to be among these clusterians. So I'm encouraging others too to do that. But the end thing is that you are giving us another eye opener. And it's a life training, honestly speaking, if you can abide with it. It's a life training that if you and I can practice equity and liberation, I don't think we can even open our gates and sleep without even security.
Mm-hmm.
We need to start thinking right away. And make us help us in Jesus' name. But my own submission now is that human being what we are, we must have the spirit of empathy.
Hmm.
That spirit of empathy will enable you and I to carry out these two wonderful variables, equity and liberation. Of course, as eating in my house, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when I now saw somebody or see somebody who's begging, let me put myself in his shoe. That if I'm the one begging, what will I as a person, what that person will do to me, assuming. So if you can do that, I am telling you, equity and liberation will be our second nature.
Hmm.
And again, I want to thank that man who introduced this platform to me. It wasn't a mistake at all. I'm looking for money, but what I'm getting is more than money. That is the truth. People might not understand it. It's more than money. What I gain today is more than what I've paid to subscribe. 61,000. Can somebody give me this knowledge with 61,000 elsewhere? And the people I'm meeting, look at accurate information, accurate knowledge, accurate connection to ensure that the world have equity and liberation. God bless you. More knowledge, more grace, more wisdom in Jesus' name.
Thank you so very much, sir. I really appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Mommy, we can see you, Dr. Mary Odedari, our mommy. We can see you. We can see you are in transit. Safe journey, ma. Enjoy the drive. I know you are here with us. We're gonna be getting your submission on the platform. Well done, ma. But if you can
Good
see, kindly
evening,
unmute,
sir.
ma. Kindly unmute. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, ma. Good evening, ma.
I want to say a very big thank you to our facilitator for today, Chaplain James. And at the same time, I want to say thank you to Ambassador Adekunle Badmus. Honestly, all clustering in the house, I say you are well done. God bless every one of us. Honestly, I don't know how I can describe today's lecture because to me, it is highly inspirational. The lecture came with a very high intensity of inspirations. I pray for you, sir. Heaven will promote you. I pray for you, sir. You will never run dry of this kind of knowledge and even higher knowledge. Thank you so much. God bless you. From today's lecture, I've been able to see that for all of us, we should try to jettison the life of reality. For there is nothing good that can come out of it. The life of a reality allows individual to be going on his way, not minding the welfare of another person, not considering the condition another person is. And if that is what anyone choose to go with in life, I tell you, such a person is going nowhere. Himself will not be developed. The society he belongs to will not be developed. Significant individuals around him will not be developed. What will not be the account such a person will give to the maker, the creator that sent you to the world? Somebody just mentioned it. In this life, whatever is given unto you is not for you alone. The purpose why God is blessing you, why God has endowed you with one ability, with one knowledge or the other, is to benefit others, is to raise other people up, is to bring hope to another person. Honestly, I know and I pray there will still be better time to bring up this kind of lecture so that those in the position of authority, those that are influential, those that have the will and wit in their society, be able to get something. We are saying the what we like most, or what we should do or run after, is equity and liberation.
Yeah.
Be fair as a person to another person. Be fair in whatever you do as a human being to another human being. Look for ways of liberating. Bring up ideas that will liberate others.
Yeah.
There is a saying in Yoruba that Yoruba people used to say, wọ́n ní òtòṣì kan, olówó kan, pardon me, olówó kan láàárín òtòṣì mẹ́fà, òtòṣì ní gbogbo wọn. Meaning that you are rich, right? You are influential, okay? But people around you, there's nothing to point to in their life. You are the same. Honestly, you are the same. And because what you have here, you can never take a single one back. We have come to this life empty. You are going back empty. And you cannot say, who will take over, who will inherit that you have labored for, you have swept together, which you are hoarding, which you are hiding, which you are keeping. Tell me, we were able to say it after you might have given up your last breath. So this is a very serious lecture that we need to bring back and speak about it to the hearing of leaders all over, to the hearing of people in authority, so that there will be a change. We need this positive change. We need to build this nation. We need to build this nation, Nigeria, because this is a typical of what is happening to us in our country. And if we can turn a new leaf, become a liberator in our own little space as God has given us, Nigeria, the country will be better. There will be love, genuine love among ourselves, and situation will be changed for better. So I implore us, as clustered on this page, on this platform, that we should try to cultivate the habit of being of plain equity, cultivate the habit of being a liberator, and this will make the society better for all of us. Sir, I want to say you are great. I want to say God will bless you. For my mentor, Cluster Oluseyi, more grace upon you. To all of us, more grace. Thank you so much. I love you all.
Thank you so very much, ma. You have done a lot, a lot. You have said a lot. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you, ma. We wish you safe travels, ma, back home. Thank you, ma. Yes, let's have your voice, sir. My big brother, all the way from the UK, plus Kawadi Auditon, aka Master Genie. Can you have your voice, sir? In 2 minutes, sir. Thank you. Master Genie, ma, you can mute, ma. Mommy, please mute, ma. Thank you, ma. Master Genie, are
Thank
you
you very
there?
much, our
Okay.
mommy Odedare. Thank you so much for that information that you have added on and the energy. Thank you so much, our spokesperson, Chaplain James. That was marvelous. Thank you, Klosera Oluwaseyi. Thank you for everything you do for humanity. And I greet our president. Excellent evening, excellent moment to him wherever he is at the moment, in the person of Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmos. I greet our First Lady, Chief Mrs. Motunrayo Badmos, all our daddies and mommies and great clusterans. I greet all of you and I say congratulations for being part of today's meeting. And to those that will be listening to us later and the non-clusterans, thank you so much for that great eyes-opening information you are giving unto us today, Chaplain James. Thank you very much. In my own submission, because I really, really picked a lot of things and I resonate with a lot of things in terms of equity, equality, and reality. My brothers and sisters, let us be plain to each other, like Chaplain James has said. The world is broken,
Hmm,
not just by war or poverty, but by a
hmm,
system that rewards the privilege and punishes the disadvantaged.
hmm,
We shout about equality, but millions still live in conditions that make fairness impossible.
hmm,
We dream of equity, yet too many are still born into broken homes, broken schools, and broken nations.
hmm,
So today, the humanity revolution calls for something deeper than slogans. We demand systems that see real people, not just
hmm,
numbers.
hmm,
Equality means we all matter.
hmm,
Equity means giving people what they need to truly thrive and not just to survive. So let us be real. A child in a refugee camp doesn't need the same solution as a child living in a palace in London.
hmm,
A village with no internet cannot compete in this digital world that we live now. A single mother cannot rebuild her future with inspiration alone.
hmm,
They need tools, policies, and support. So this is the revolution, my people. my clusterians, my great clusterians. Not to make everyone the same, but to give everyone a real chance, like our ambassador is evangelizing. So we rise not with hate, but with vision, not with empty hope, but with plans, action, and shared responsibility. Don't miss any of the global cluster meeting. Let the global clusters be the platform where equality meets equity and real people are not forgotten. Because in the end, a word is not just a word, though. Not when we all start at the same line, but when no
Mm.
one is forced to run the race with broken shoes.
Mm.
Thank you very much for this opportunity you have given to me, the global clusters. Thank you so much, our spokesperson. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my big brother. We really appreciate that submission. That was top notch. Thank you so much. Yeah, our time is fast spent, but we can't do without having submission from everyone in the studio. And please, if you are joining us on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn, X, and Instagram, kindly drop your submission for the world to see. Yes, I can see you, ma'am, Madam T. Please, if you are on the call, kindly unmute and have your voice in 2 minutes. Madam T, are you there? Thank
Yes,
you.
I'm here. Good
Go on.
afternoon, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just wanted to say that I wanted to thank the chaplain for this lecture. I really enjoyed it. I learned something new. And I feel like a lot has already been said, and there's not much else I can add except to say that I really truly believe in equity over equality, just because if everyone has the same access to resources and opportunities, that's the only time we can really talk about equality, if that makes sense. Like you were saying earlier about some children maybe come to school and they haven't eaten, and if the teacher has some leftovers, rather than taking it home to give those children extra. But the other thing I also wanted to touch on was when he was talking, I think it was Mr. Shea that said something earlier about he's an educator and the way he teaches. And I also just wanted to add that I really appreciate the fact that he said his eyes have been opened and he'll be looking at different ways to teach in the future. I always use my daughter as an example. When I first started teaching her at home, she was about 2, 3 years old, teaching her ABC 1, 2, 3 as you do. And I remember that when I'm telling her stuff, she's jumping around, she's moving around, and I used to get so irritated. And I would tell her, sit still, be quiet, listen. And fortunately for both of us, I enrolled her in a Montessori school when she was old enough to start school. And I remember one of the things that her teacher said to me, because I was like, I don't know how you guys are going to do it, but she's not able to sit still. And they said it's not a problem. And one of the things that her teacher said to me is that she's a kinesthetic learner. I have never heard that word before in my life. Basically, what it is that her brain functions best when her body is engaged. So the whole time when I'm telling her sit still, don't move this and that, I'm actually restricting her brain from performing at its optimal best. So for her, like for instance, if you tell her go and read a book, she'll pick up the book and she's upside down in the corner, and we're all like, "What are you doing?" Say, "I'm reading." Like it's normal. But for me, it's not normal. When I was in school in Nigeria as a young child, we had to sit at a desk and listen to the teacher in front. Like even the way the classrooms were set up in the Montessori classrooms, they have little clusters. Like we talk about global clusters. They have little mats. The children sit on mats. They can pick a book. They can pick a
I'm
pencil.
sorry,
They can
can
write. They're doing different
everybody
things
hear
at
our
the same
speaker?
time.
I'm not hearing her.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, so
go
they're
on,
all
ma.
doing different things at the same time in the same classroom, and basically the teacher
Mr.
is
Che is like you're the
facilitating.
only one
She's not
hearing
like
her well. Oh. I'm not hearing
lecturing.
her.
Really? Okay, I'm
Yeah,
so sorry about
it's
that. I'm on the
yeah,
road,
it's breaking.
so my audio is
It's
not
breaking.
the best. But I hope that you can hear me. So anyway, I just wanted to put out there that also, different people have different ways of learning. For me personally, I have to see and hear at the same time. And they tell you you're an audio visual learner. So all these different types of things, I think we should also take into consideration as educators when we go into a classroom. That just because I'm standing in front of a classroom and saying 2 plus 2 is 4 It does not mean every child in that classroom necessarily understands what I am saying or can relate to what I'm trying to teach. I mean, we also have children who maybe have dyspraxia, they're not good with numbers, children with dyslexia, they're not good with um, letters, and all these kinds of different things. When we talk about equity, it has to be taken into consideration in every single classroom that there's a wide range of learners, there's a wide range of brain activity. We also have neurodivergent children. We're talking about autism, we're talking about Down syndrome. They have the capacity to learn. Do we have the capacity to teach them? And so I'm so grateful to you, Mr. Shea, for this. I'm very grateful to Mr. James as well. Thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for enlightening us, and thank you for bringing the knowledge. Like, my goal in life is when I leave this world, I want to leave empty. Someone was saying earlier about information dissemination, that there's some people that have knowledge that other people would need and they refuse to share it. I don't know how people do that. Because I feel like if everybody had the knowledge that I have, if everybody has the empowerment that I have, we could make our world so much of a better place for each and every one of
Definitely.
us. So my goal is to pour out everything that I have in me into everybody I come across. And a bigger goal also is to glean everything I can from everyone that I come across. And just, like the ambassador always says, to
Mhm.
get somebody's knowledge to add to mine. You know. So thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you.
Well, thank you, Madam T. That's a wonderful and a pleasing one. Thanks for your submission. Really appreciate that. Yes, our time is so fast spent, but yes, I'm gonna take from my brother plus Fares, the diction guru. Sir, in 2 minutes, sir, can you add a word, sir, Mr. Fares?
Thank you, Mr. Shea. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, our spokesperson. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. The network has not been favorable, and I joined quite late, but I was trying to log in at some point. I was finding it very difficult, but I just want to say that I am grateful to God for this privilege. The global clusters is really helping us. And I think I was listening to one Big Daddy speaking. I was just hearing his voice. And Master Genie too spoke. And our dear sister that I was just listening to, though I wasn't really hearing her well. So I was saying maybe she's not that close to her device. But I just want to say that whatever we are doing, we should just continue to do what we are doing. Of course, it has to be something positive. So whatever is good, whatever is very okay, something that will not be scared that what if somebody what if I am going to be rewarded? What if I am if somebody if I'm caught, will I be confident? I mean, will I have this confidence that what I have done is not something unruly, something that can be referred to as wickedness? And I just want to say that everything being run on the global clusters is something very, 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 very unique. It's very, very unique. We should not fake things. We should just continue to do good. We should continue to do good. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you so very much for submission. Thanks for all you do to contribute positively to humanity. Yes, it is 7 minutes past 6, and it is on this note we are going to draw the curtain for today's humanity evolution. A very big thank you and a very big shout out to the 001 humanity evolution in person of Dr. Yaro Doris. We greet you, Ma, and thank you, the 002 Dr. Chaplain James Obatunde. Thanks for all you do. The CEO of World Humanitarian Organization for Peace and Equity Nigeria chapter. Thank you so very much, sir, for what you delivered today. It's going to change lives forever. And we appreciate everyone for being on the call. Thank you so very much for being here. It's been wonderful and a very, very big shout out to the global president, person of Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badons. Thanks for this vision, for bringing everybody together, for us to impact ourselves and for us to grow together. As we close, we ask ourselves, who are we? We are the community of professionals or upcoming professionals. We are the community of technocrats or upcoming technocrats. We are the community of entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs where we share accurate knowledge of our industry because we believe that when you have the right knowledge, you have the right power. We share accurate information of our industries and what we do because we know that the information you have is like a bridge for you to from where you are to where you ought to be and where we share accurate connection. We believe that to whoever you are connected to determine what you collect. We are not just a social media platform with all the features for connecting, for linking up, meeting people, sharing your ideas, and not just a social media platform whereby you start making money on the day you have been onboarded. Not just social media platform where you can do your marketing, you can market your products and services, and have the right people and the right gigs to connect with you. The social media platform of the global clusters is the first nation building platform. This is proudly Nigeria made, proudly Africa. We have all the languages of the world there, including our own indigenous language of Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo, all together for the world to see that something great, of course, is happening in Nigeria. And we are pursuing and we are following the vision of the ambassador to make sure that our nation, Nigeria, is great again. We are creating that image to the world that, yes, something great, of course, can come out from Nigeria. And we are putting effort every day, meeting to make sure that this is in place. We are so intentional and we are not even stopping anytime. Anytime we are here building our father's land together. You can connect with us on our social media handle through our app on the Play Store. You can download the Global Clusters app on Play Store for those of us that are using Android. For those of us that are using iPhone and PC, it goes to www.theglobalclusters.org. That is www.theglobalclusters.org. Explore what we do there, connect with us, subscribe as a member, like as a cluster or as a vendor to showcase your products to the world. And you are going to continually be part of these meetings. Our meetings is the currency. Our currency that we share here in global clusters is accurate knowledge, accurate information that will give us to accurate connection. And we employ you, everyone that listens to us, have seen us on every of our social media handles and our channels. Always join us in our meetings. All these meetings are free. You don't need to be subscribed to be in these meetings. All these meetings are free, and you can't just even get these meetings on these lectures like this academy anywhere in the world for free. This is for free to impact your life, to develop you so that we can develop our nation. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and tomorrow we're going to be doing our genuine love revolution, same time by 5 p.m. to 6 o'clock. I greet every one of us in the person of the global president. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. I am Oluwaseyi Odusagun. I say bye for now. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye for now, everyone.
Yes, Mr. Shei. Bye.